This episode is brought to you by Google Pixel, the official fan phone of the NBA and WNBA. The new Pixel 8 and Pixel 8 Pro are built different. How? Take the Audio Magic Eraser tool. It helps block out distracting crowd noise so your play-by-play commentary sounds crystal clear. The only phone engineered by Google brings out the audio you care about so your videos sound as crisp as they look. Learn more at googlestore.com/pixelnba. Audio Magic Eraser requires Google Photos app. May not work on all audio elements.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show, and in today's episode, so I wanted to talk on how much of a savage wrestler Randy Orton is, because, you know, growing up, because I got into wrestling late. I got into it in 2007. Yeah, because it was right after WrestleMania 23. So I got into wrestling a little bit late. But one of the wrestlers that I've always have seen, even when I watch old videos of Randy Orton all the way up until now, this guy is one of the most savage wrestlers ever, bruh. That's whoever executed that plan to make Randy Orton this savage wrestler, I'm like, hey, I would like to shake your hand and I want to do business with you, because, no, I'm saying, when I think back, when the first time, because I remember when I got into wrestling, and that was, one of the DVDs that I bought, was WrestleMania 21. And so I think I was, because I got confused with WrestleMania 23. I wanted to get WrestleMania 23, but I ended up getting WrestleMania 21. And, I still enjoyed it, though. That Batista versus Triple H match, that's, one of my favorite matches of all time. And I was Triple H got demolished in that fight. And I was it was good, though. It was entertaining and stuff. So, anyways, shout out to Triple H for putting himself out on the line like that. But, anyways, no. So, they did, this video package of Randy Orton and showed, that was, him in his Legend Killer days. And he's taking out all these different legends. And he got to Undertaker. And I'm that was such a great build-up. It wouldn't have mattered if that match happened back then or now. It would have been good. It would have been it probably even got more recognized now than it did back then. Because I feel wrestling has always had a strong fan base, but I feel throughout the years, it's definitely gotten stronger. With the amount of people cracking jokes about it on social media and all that stuff. It's definitely have reached a much more higher fan base throughout the years. But no, it didn't matter, at any given point. You'll see where, so many wrestlers come and go, change up, some have retired and stuff. But Randy Orton has always been a savage wrestler. He does not care. He will RKO the McMahons. He will RKO one of the divas. He will RKO one of the wrestlers' kids. I'm telling you, Randy Orton is one of those guys where it's bro, if wrestling, you know how when they it's scripted and stuff, but with the storylines. But imagine if it wasn't scripted and this dude was really kicking his boss across the head and stuff, or RKOing his his kids. I'm saying he does not care. But I'm saying if Randy Orton, if he would have, I imagine that comes from somewhere within him, where it's this would be a good, because and if it was a self-developed, he came up with that Legend Killer and taking out the boss and the kids and all that, nah, freaking kudos to Randy Orton, man. But it's it's just dope that he still has maintained that same Randy Orton that he was back in the day. I mean, I'm trying to think, I don't think there's ever been a bad moment of Randy Orton. I'm saying and it's crazy because Randy Orton, he ain't even one of my favorite wrestlers, but he's the one wrestler where I'm hey, I have nothing but respect for that man and everything that he has brought to the business. No, I'm saying, because you sit down, I sit down and I think about it all the way from back then when I very first came across him all the way up until now. And the whole reason why I'm even talking about him now is because he's just trending and stuff on Twitter for some random reason. I thought it was funny though that him and Keith Lee was trending, and I just remember that match that they had where he was about to RKO him and Keith Lee is just sitting there nah, I ain't gonna do it. But speaking of RKO, but it's his wrestling move became a trend at one point in time. You had people randomly getting RKO'd at school, at work, out in the park. Like, bro, probably bathrooms. I'm telling you, like, everybody was getting RKO'd to the point where I'm like, bro, there might be a friend that might lure me into a trap and then I get hit with an RKO. I'm saying, like, that type of stuff, you know, you can't come back from that. But nah, like, bro, I'm telling you. And it was like, and that's why I'm even doing this, because I was watching the video. He took out Vince. I remember when he took out Vince McMahon, and I was like, dang, like, you know, like, younger me watching that, I'm like, hey, yo, this dude gonna get fired. And I think that's what it led into. And I remember that was like I don't know if I saw him at that Monday Night Raw. Because I remember I went to a Monday Night Raw prior before No Way Out had came out in 2009. So Monday Night Raw had came out in 2008. It was like October of 2008. And I remember they were handing out flyers to go, like, oh yeah, No Way Out's going to be happening next year in February. So, yeah, it was February 2009. And I remember he had a match with Shane McMahon. And I think, was it him that? I think it was him that got busted open. But no, like, even that was a good match. I'm like, I might just watch that match for old time's sake. Because I was, like, all the way up in the 20th row. So I did get to see what was going on. But I, like, sit down and think back, like, when I saw this dude live. And I'm like, bro, like, he has never had a bad match. I'm trying to think. And even now, where he has this, like, this whole thing with Riddle, I'm like, bro, like, nah, it's honestly, this Randy Orton cannot, I'm saying, like, Randy Orton is just one of those guys that can't fail. You know, I'm not trying to come off as, like, a fanboy or anything, but I'm like, it's just insane, you know, how much this man, I'm, like, currently doing some stuff. So if I seem like I ain't got distracted, it's because I did. So, but no, Randy Orton is just one of those guys where it's like, hey, bro, like, you are a legend. It's like you went from, like, legend killer to a legend yourself. Like, I refuse to believe that if people disrespect or talk badly, being like, oh, Randy Orton, he isn't one of the greatest wrestlers. Nah, he is. Like, that's not even up for a debate. That's not even up for an argument. Like, nah, he is. Like I'm saying, like, he's managed to maintain and just always have some crazy storyline. And even the storyline that he had with Bray Wyatt. And I was like, bro, like the just amount of entertainment that he has brought to wrestling. I'm like, that's one wrestler where it's like, hey, yo, if WWE isn't trying to, or they don't care for him, or they're not trying to protect him, you guys have lost out on probably one of the biggest wrestlers you've ever had in your business. Like, I'm trying to think, because I'm like, there are so many other wrestlers that they've, you know, just kicked to the curb and stuff. But Randy Orton is like one of those wrestlers where I'm like, hey, yo, like, I'm happy that you guys didn't get rid of him, you know, because, like, you getting rid of him, I'm like, why? For what? Like, it honestly, it's, you know, like, he's always had, like, some sort of, like, you know, just good, like, entertainment that he brought to the business. So, nah, like, Randy Orton, that's one guy where I'm like, hey, you know, I might, like, and that's the crazy thing about it. It's like, I'm not, like, a fan of him. I'm not, like, I mean, I'm like, I am a fan of him. Don't get me wrong. I am a fan of him. That's why I'm doing this whole episode. But it's not like he's, like, my favorite wrestler of all time. You know, my favorite wrestler of all time would hands down go to Batista. I'm like, that dude was a freaking beast. That meant he lived up to his name. That dude was an animal. Like, he would tear you apart. And I just, you know, and it's like at the time, like when you have him wrestling, but now he's gone. And then you have it where Jeff Hardy, when he was, you know, wrestling, and now he's gone. And there are so many different wrestlers that I like because they just had this entertainment about them. And I'm like, dang, man, you know, all these guys are just, you know, they're gone. And Randy Orton is still there. And so I'm saying, like, I'm just hoping that it's not like it gets to a point where WWE is all like, oh, Randy Orton had to be released. And I'm like, literally one of your biggest money makers, you released him. Yeah, good luck with that. Because I'm saying, like, and it was funny because I was watching this video. Shout out to WrestleMania. But they had posted this video where they were talking about, like, I guess it was this Madison Square Garden event where, you know, like, a lot of fans didn't show up to it. And that's why I was like, bro, like, them Madison Square Garden events, like, you know, you be hearing, like, they be going all out and stuff. So I'm saying, like, that's my thing is this. talking outside of like Randy Orton, I'm like, it's because you guys got rid of like big name wrestlers. That's why them fans wasn't showing up to Madison Square Garden. Yeah, you guys might have these dope matches and stuff, but at the end of the day, there are key wrestlers that you guys got rid of that like they're not there. And that's why I had to say probably a lot of those fans. But I honestly think if WWE were to ever get rid of Randy Orton, like, of course he would probably be like the hottest free agent, but I don't know, I feel like that Randy Orton, he's, I don't know, like, he could go to TNA, he could possibly go to AEW, I just don't see it because he spent so much time in WWE where I'm like, I don't even think, it was like OVW and then it was just straight to WWE. Hold on, because, I mean, yeah, also like his father being a part of the business stuff, and I think it was like he had like another family member too that was a part of the business, but 41 years old, like I'm telling you, it's insane, but anyway, so yeah, father, uncle, grandfather. Okay, so yeah, he's had some wrestlers, family members. He's been I think I did read that. Like he was in the military but yeah, so it was training and then world. Yeah, so it was like Ohio Valley Wrestling, which is OVW, and then after that right into WWE. He was like Evolution, World Heavyweight Championship, feud with Undertaker, rated RKO, then the WWE Championship, then the Legacy, that Ted DiBiase and Cody Rhodes tag team that he had. That was good. I'm saying, like, and then like when them guys like broke up, and then it was like then it was a rivalry between them and stuff. But yeah, that was like when he was that's when he was like gone crazy. That's when he straight up lost it. He was taking out everybody. He was like, I don't care if you own the company or if you don't own the company, you're getting hit with an RKO. And so yeah, during that time, World Championship reign that went on for a few years. And then the Authority, that was good. The Wyatt family, that was good. The United States Championship, I'm trying to think, like, how would that Orton start a feud with Rusev, whom he defeated in 10 seconds at SummerSlam, and Orton lost to Shinsuke Nakamura in the number one contenders match for the WWE Championship, defeated Aiden English. That dude was actually he was pretty cool. I don't know why they got rid of him. He's currently a color commentator. He's a commentator for Impact? Oh, nah, he has to be like injured or something. Nah, ain't no way New Japan Pro Wrestling made debut as a part of English commentary team, and then made his debut in the August 20th, airing New Japan Strong in a match against okay, I was about to say, I mean, it's just crazy to think that he's married to a Guerrero. Oh wow, that's wild. That is crazy, huh? I like how I ain't got so distracted. Like, there's an episode dedicated to Randy Orton. I'm over here looking at like Aiden English's like his personal life and stuff. But anyways, I'm pretty sure this United States Championship run was good. So I'm saying like I didn't see no issues with that, and I'm like, I really don't remember too much of it, but I thought it was cool. Then there's like Return of the Legend Killer. Yeah, that's when he was over there attacking wrestlers, turned the lights out, got some night vision goggles, and was hitting dudes with chairs. I'm like, hey, yo, that is some dark stuff. And now he got this RK Bro thing going on. I'm like, yeah, Randy Orton has a rap sheet where it's like, it is impossible to get rid of this man, and ever since he's joined into WWE, I mean, the first thing he was in Evolution, and that was like one of the biggest. I remember that rivalry where between Batista and Triple H, and that like small time where they talked on Randy Orton and stuff, and I'm like, bro, like he is major, okay? When it's like a rivalry that's between two wrestlers, and somehow, some way, he managed to make his own way in like the video package that they did. So there's like, Orton is recognized as WWE having the third most championship victories in history at 14, being behind John Cena and Ric Flair and tied with Triple H. Okay. So I'm saying like this dude, he probably wrestles for, because I'm trying to think who's like the oldest WWE wrestler. I think it'll probably go to Ric Flair. Harry Elliott? Who is this? I ain't never heard no Harry Elliott. Yeah, I don't know who this guy is. Oh, that's like, I mean, like, all right, maybe like still wrestling. Okay, maybe that oldest. Bobby Lashley is the oldest wrestler in WWE, still working at the top of the card at the age of 45. Really? He ain't older than freaking what's dude's name that he just got into a rivalry with. Nah, he ain't older than him. Were they probably like, yeah, like a active wrestler, but not one of those like part-time wrestlers. Oh, he also served some time in the military. Okay. Hold on, for Hurt Business Day Championship. Said day one, failed Dominic, Goldberg. Yeah, there we go. How old is Goldberg? Yeah, I was about to say Goldberg. I don't know. Cause I mean, he's still like is a wrestler. He still wrestles. He might be part time, but he still wrestles and stuff. But I don't know. But anyways, but what was I overall talking about? I was talking about something. But anyways, no, I think I just overall got distracted reading the championships and okay, so I know. But yeah, I'm like, yeah, that evolution thing that he had going, then the rivalry that he had with Triple H and stuff. I'm saying like. You can't like look at him and just, be, and I have to say probably my favorite is the rivalry that he had with John Cena. I'm saying like that to me is when I think I start paying attention to Randy Orton, when I start paying attention to the rivalry that him and John Cena had. Because I was like, hey, yo, this is entertainment right here. Like he put dude on the shelf. They had an I Quit match. They were going up freaking above and beyond. So I'm saying like, I have to say that's what I would like to see, one last time is like those guys like closing out the book on their rivalry and stuff. Like, so I'm saying John Cena comes back. I'm like, go do a movie, come back, but have like have it where Randy Orton ends up winning the championship somehow, some way. And because I'm saying like him going, because he signed to so yeah, he'll probably I would like to see him and Roman Reigns go at it. I don't know, did they ever go at it? I think they hold on to Wyatt family. So there's all like Crown First, Royal Rumble, insert Starrcade feud. I don't think him and Roman Reigns had a rivalry. Hold on for a second. Let me just Roman Reigns full match. Yeah, this is like when Roman Reigns was, like he was like still Shield Roman Reigns, but he wasn't like, the king, the king, Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. I'm saying Tribal Chief Roman Reigns and Legend Killer Randy Orton. Yeah, I think that definitely would sell and stuff. I think that would be a good match and stuff. So have it, and it's don't add no other people. Just them two, okay? They have like a full year of build up, but I mean, he is signed to Monday Night Raw, so but I don't know. Like, I think it would be, cool. I would rather see that than him and Big E go at it. Because I'm not saying that it's not entertaining, but I just think it would be more entertainment seeing Roman Reigns and maybe if it was like, if Big E, because I don't know, like, I still like, I like Big E regardless, like, positivity Big E and stuff. But it has to be like when Big E, when he was like, what was it, Big E Langston, I think that's what he was calling himself at one point. Yeah, when he was like, when he came through WWE before positivity Big E, like that dark image like Big E and stuff. So I'm saying like we see that Big E and then Randy Orton, and I'm like, okay, then I think I might like that where Big E, he gotta go to like, his inner self and things, and I think that would be good. But anyways, shout out to freaking Randy Orton, because that dude's been killing it in the scenes for I don't know how long now. So, but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching in or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 38 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you're purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. And make sure you also use my supporter credit code for Epic Games, TMossBoss. And in the meantime, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.